Okay, so let's just look at that. Rah, rah. I love that riff. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I am a musical theatre performer and a voice teacher, and today I am returning back to Cakra. This time, you guys have, kept me informed with where to go with this incredible voice and performer. And today, as you can see from the title, we are going to Demi Lovato Anyone, which is already a mind-blowingly challenging song. So, I can't wait. This video will be no different to any of my other videos on my channel, but just in case you are new and this is the first time you are seeing my face, this will be a reaction and analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about the vocals. So, I can't tell you right now how many pauses there will be, but there will be pauses. You have been warned. If you want to go ahead and just watch the original from start to finish with no pauses, I have, as always, left the link to the original video in the description below, so do go and check that out. Do make sure you go and watch my other Cakra videos as well. I have done Iris and Tennessee Whiskey, so they are all up on my channel. I will pop one of them up here. And before we get to the main part of the video, do go ahead and click that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button. Oh, before we go any further as well, this Friday, yes, if you are watching this on today, which is the release day, this Friday, the 25th of November, we are releasing our album, our acoustic album. So if you have watched our acoustic videos, mine and Ian's acoustic videos up here on my channel, those will be featured. Others will also be featured, so do make sure you go and follow me over on Spotify or whatever streaming platform you do use. It will be up on all of the major ones. That is the terminology they use. Yes, we're super excited, so do make sure you go ahead and pre-save the link. I'll pop all that in the description as well. Let's get to it. I love how chill his, the setting is that he's just filming this in.
I try to talk to my piano, I try to talk to my guitar, talk to my imagination, confide it into alcohol. I tried some more tone, secret still my voice was sore. Tired of empty conversation, 'cause no one hears me anymore.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's a cry for help, this song, isn't it? Just, anyone, is there anyone? And so you need instantly, without just hearing the word, just hearing the words, you are instantly brought into this kind of vulnerable storyteller, vulnerable person. Oh, and it's this desperation. But anyway, Cakra is doing, as always, bringing this kind of breathy, unclear sound, which, again, shows with that vulnerability of what he's trying to portray. But equally, it's kind of it's a choice, but it's also a natural choice. It's not forcing that kind of breath to be so evident. It is a choice because he can also, get resistance in his vocal folds and give us a clear, belting, beautiful sound. But this is equally, even though it's a choice, it's equally as natural for him to do this because, there's no tension or causing any tension at all. So that's really good, first of all. So we're around about F3, which is da, which feels really... Hold on 1 second. Let me just do a quick check for me. Da. Oh, hello, D3. Anyway, back to the video. But yeah, it's all kind of around his speaking area. But notice how it's very breathy, but the offsets to his voice, to the what he's singing is even more breathy than the onsets. It has breath in there, but then the way he comes off, and there's some of the words as well that is just there was something right at the beginning. That was literally it. And there was something right at the beginning that just felt just like breath. We'll see if we can hear it. I'll see if I can point it out.
I try to talk to my piano.
Okay, so let's just look at that. Very breath-led, but still has an equal amount of tone in there as well. It's breathy. We're not getting a clear tone, but the balance on each word is very similar.
Try to talk to my
Like he's not changing them
piano.
from word to word.
I try to talk to my guitar.
There already we had a bit of a difference actually on my guitar. It's like he takes away the tone and it's just breath towards the end. It gets more as we progress through these sentences. It's very subtle.
Piano. I try to talk to my guitar. Talk to my image.
There, ma. It's like ma, ma, like it's.
Talk to my guitar. Talk to my imagination.
Ma.
Confide it into alcohol.
And there's a bit of like distortion there.
Tried some more tone. Secret still, my voice was sore. Tired of empty conversation.
Everything's so easy though.
'Cause no one hears me anymore. 100 million stories and 100 million songs. I feel stupid when I sing. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's listening.
It's so incredible that, you know, me having been taught as having been trained as a musical theatre performer, clarity is key. If we're going no, like I would have to really work on getting what he's just done here, and it's so easy to watch Cakra Khan, like how Cakra Khan is doing it. It's so lovely, and showcasing that vulnerability. This is where technique. It's like, how much technique do we need to show over storytelling and connecting with our audience? And actually sometimes, most times, the storytelling does come above. We need to have good technique. We need to have strong. We don't want to hurt ourselves. Obviously, we can work on that. But when we're performing, we don't want to be thinking about that. We want to be portraying. So here, if we're looking at it technically, he's not hurting himself. Like, it's all good. Technically speaking, we're getting an unclear sound, a little bit of like, you know, distortion, unclarity, breath, all these things that could lead down the line to maybe hurting ourselves. But he's not putting any pressure. He's not squeezing as he's doing this. He's allowing the story to drive that forward and show that vulnerability, which is what I mentioned before. I think that's going to be a big thing in this video. So heads up. But it's just like, you want to just give him a hug. Everything will be fine. Yeah, he's getting quite small when he's stupid when I sing. Let's go.
100 million stories.
Oh, actually, 100. C sharp. 100 million stories. Like, as he drops down there, it's so connected still. Actually, there, it's quite clear.
'Cause no one hears me anymore. 100 million stories and 100 million songs. I feel stupid when I sing. Nobody's listening to me.
In this part.
Nobody's listening.
Like, he's still on the notes, he's still there.
Talk to shooting stars, but I always get it wrong. I feel stupid when I pray. Why am I praying anyway?
Oh, that little...
If nobody's listening.
Yeah, we just want to watch that. It's not going, no, and we're reaching here. Nobody, no. But like, this is what I mean. Sometimes we get carried away with the story. And as long as it's not, if we were to repeat this kind of quality all the time, it might get very tired, which is why, again, musical theatre, if we're thinking about 8 times a week, or if we're singing 8 times a week, or if you're just like performing, we want to just make sure we're performing this song. We want to make sure that we do have that support from underneath, and we're not just relying on the nobodies. It could get quite draining and sore. But for the purpose of this kind of cover, like what he's showing, he's listening to the lyrics that he's singing. So I love that. But yeah, we just want to watch that. We're not really like pulling from here. We still want to be supported.
If nobody's listening.
But it's so good.
Anyone, please send me anyone. Lord, is there anyone? I need someone.
So here, he's kind of like, he's not really reaching anymore. He's keeping quite still, and it seems quite nice and supported. Obviously, we're increasing, you know, the anyone, not anyone. So it kind of, Actually, we don't increase every time, but we have that little moment up, then we come back down. And we're just hovering around there. It's at the beginning of his first passage. And he is using that breath to kind of, the first passage is where things are going to get breathy if we're not supported and not resisting with our vocal folds as well, even without adding the breath. Like that's an option that might naturally just happen. That, or we're going to push up the muscle and kind of reach up with our thicker folds. But Chakra's opted for breath, which is his style. But yeah, he's keeping everything quite tiny and quite like in control there. And it doesn't feel like he's reaching for this. There's not much movement. It's kind of like he's got the placement and he's staying there because he knows he's got that control. Which is different to that section.
Anyone, please send me anyone. Lord, is there anyone? I need someone.
And again, breath right to the end.
Please send me anyone.
The please is quite connected.
Lord, is there anyone? I need someone.
God, it's like he's literally crying.
Used to craft the words attention. I think I cried too many times. I just need some more affection. Anything to get me by.
He's got this this depth to his voice down here as well. Da da da, which is just, it's quite like cello, like almost like it feels quite comfortable in his bass kind of territory, which is really, really lovely. It's just really thick and warm. It's just, really, really lovely. And there's less breath than there was in the opening verse, but there's still a little bit there. But yeah, it's so nice.
I cried too many times.
Very spoken like and easy on his voice.
I need some more affection. Anything to get me by. 100 million stories and 100 million songs. I feel stupid when I sing. Nobody's listening to me, and nobody's listening. I talk to shooting stars, but they always get it wrong. I feel stupid when I pray. Why the fuck am I praying anyway, if nobody's listening?
Nice. See, so this is what I mean. Like, he is well supported, because otherwise this would be like beyond, it would feel like we're straining here, because we are getting a much thicker sound. But he's not reaching, he's modifying it. Rather than no, we're getting a bit more of an R vowel in there, just widening it a little bit, so we get that kind of chest connection in the mix as well. Don't know why I was being a bit panther-like there, I do apologise. There was like a grumble, we'll go with that, on the word wrong. It like fluttered there. It's really weird. Like, not weird. It was weird because it was like, whoa, what just happened? But it was just really cool as well. And it just like stood out. And I don't know, we'll go back there as well.
100 million songs, I feel stupid when I sing. Nobody's listening to me. And nobody's listening.
Okay, actually, on that first one, no, we did get quite a no in there. It kind of dropped that jaw, got very narrow, so we have that support. Then on the li, we did get a little bit of a chin wiggle. This is a personal preference, so do not come at me. But we don't need to like move it so much, right? The movement of the jaw isn't the thing that's going to create that riff that we are doing. But it can be an added effect that one adds in after. Can, if we do it too much, lead to a little bit of jaw tension because we're moving it for the sake of moving it. But I mean, it's very, very tiny and it's one's choice. That's like a personal preference.
Nobody's listening. I talk to shooting stars, but they always get it wrong. I feel
wrong. There's like it's almost like he's hitting two notes. Is it like I'm going to throw this out there. Is it like some sort of odd subharmonic thing? It's probably not. But like, it's like he's hitting two notes at the same time. That's how like...
I talk to shooting stars, but they always get it wrong. I feel stupid when I pray. What the fuck am I praying anyway? If nobody's listening.
Nice.
Anyone, please send me anyone. Lord, is there anyone? I need someone.
Oh, I love that riff. Yeah, quick pause here because I know we're going to get this again. But here we're getting a little bit more of a teeth and drop to an ah. Anyone, one. So we're getting that bass in there. We're a little bit more open, a little bit more wider so we can get that projection out. We're belting here, right? There is a lovely kind of cry sound that we're getting anyone on there, which is good because it shows that we're supporting as well. And still this consistent kind of distortion in his voice as well, which is just, make it your own, and Cakra is doing that. It's just so great.
Anyone, Lord, is there anyone? I need someone.
There's so much emotion when he sings as well.
Anyone, please send me anyone. Oh Lord, is there anyone? I need someone.
That vibrato, the vibrato is so fast. And notice as well on the, anyone, these are all glottal onsets without thinking. Anyone, which means that the vocal folds are coming together. Anyone, rather than breath coming through first. But we have, I need, a lot of breath in to start with, right? Aspirate onset. I need, anyone, what's the...
I need someone.
There you go.
Oh, anyone. I need anyone. Oh, is there anyone? I need someone.
Nice. Notice that difference. Oh my goodness. Notice how we got up to an A flat 4. That we shot up to an C sharp up here. I know, mixing my flats and sharps. Naughty Jen. What key are we in? But notice how we shoot up there, and there's a slight kind of like, we get a little bit of a bright ping, and that's that mixed quality definitely in play, because we can't just keep approaching it the same way that Cakra Khan's doing. We can bring that level of thickness up a little bit, but then after a certain point, which, we've gone through the first passage, we're going into our second passage. Our vocal folds are thinning out. We're getting very technical. Make sure we've got our thinking caps on. But as our vocal folds are thinning out, we need to make sure that if we still want it to sound as full and as a belt, we need to make sure that we are increasing our whine and support, and our twang levels are there as well to make sure that projection's shooting out. So that it's still obviously belted. And it's still obviously with that chest connection. It's just we have to shimmy things around so it's not then heavy and thick for us and we're just shouting.
Anyone, I need anyone. Oh, is that?
Yeah, on the so it's just going from an A flat to up to that D flat. Obviously it's in a different place for me, so it's not but there's just a nice kind of little bright ping moment. It's very quick. Beautiful.
Oh, anyone, I need anyone. Oh, is there anyone? I need someone. 100 million stories and 100 million songs. I feel stupid when I sing.
Okay, sorry. It's the way it just drops down there. It's so clear because through my head, I'm always, if we're hearing a lot of breath, and this song, I can't, from the top of my head, the other songs I have listened to, obviously had a lot of breath, but I can't remember if we also showed a lot of clarity as well. Within this song, the majority of it did have a lot of breath-led notes, right? And a lot of that distortion, huskiness, which can lead to drying out our vocal folds. So we need to be careful with that. If it's something that we want to work on, make sure we still have that support from underneath. And, Cakra Khan's range is wonderful. Like, we can reach these moments. And just now, when we drop down to C sharp 3, which is just slightly out of my reach today. He drops down there and it's still so securely in his range, and he's not like reaching for it, even though we've just heard this quite vocally demanding vocal quality. So it's beautiful, and we just need to be careful if that's something that we want to work with, a lot of breath, that we're not then allowing our vocal folds to dry out and cause irritation for us.
I need someone. 100 million stories and 100 million songs. I feel stupid when I sing. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's listening.
It's like, we're done. That was a good take, I think. Yeah, stunning. So I, in no way, want this to come across like, and what I've said in this video, I want it to come across like I did not like that performance. I did. That's not what I'm saying. So I don't want people to be like, oh my God, you're just criticizing. Who are you? You're just someone on YouTube. You're not even a singer. I want to see if you can do it. I don't know why I make this person American. I don't know. They can be whoever they want to be. Everyone has personal preferences. What I am saying is that we just have to be careful with that breath. That's all it is. And clearly we can see here that it's like, it's a choice. It is there naturally in Cakra Khan's voice as well. When we did drop down there, there's still this clarity to his voice, and he's not reaching for it, and it doesn't feel like he's like struggling, right? So, which is showing me that he does, he he's placing everything where he wants it to be placed, and nothing is hurting. What I would say is, if we're repeating this sort of performance with this level of aspirate onsets and breathiness and distortion, we just need to make sure that we have got it securely in our frame, and we're not reaching for it and letting our vocal folds do a lot of the work. We need to make sure we're still supported. Anyway, let that storytelling drive you, because that's what, Cakra Khan does so lovely. And we, like I said, you, especially with this song, you literally want to just reach through the screen and be like, I'm this anyone that you're talking to. I will give you this hug. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this reaction and analysis video. I hope you picked up a few things along the way. And if you are wanting to learn a little bit more, there are some things happening over on Patreon. But yeah, so do go over and check me out over on there. Do go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell button and the thumbs up button if you did enjoy this video. And I'll see you very soon for another video. Bye.